This is the north conduit, Maplewood Siphon, 72-inch diameter. Eventually be a steel. We're in the concrete section. Starting at control structure 243, the north sluice gate, it's gate number 2. Walking the concrete tunnel until we get into the steel conduit at the bridge. That's it. This is June 21st, 2024, walking from the east side of the Genesee River to the west side inside the conduit. This is Trent Wallet with Day Engineering, accompanied by John Hinman of Monroe County and Eric LaMandola of Monroe County. We'll walk from east to west and then return west to east. Okay, so this is start of steel. Yeah, so this is start of steel, and it was just steel to concrete, and it's got like a 9-inch water stop. They wrapped the perimeter exterior circumference with a water stop. So this is the approaching the east side compensation chamber, a 6-foot inside diameter chamber open to the top. We just passed the concrete to steel transition point, which is 6.5 feet off the center line of the compensation chamber. Compensation chamber has the flange is removable, 60 bolts holding it in place, and above that is a 20-inch manway with 20 bolts holding that in place, and above that is a 3-foot diameter cast iron frame and cover that's cast into a precast slab, which is 9'6" square, removable slab. And so you can remove the slab and pull the 6-foot diameter flange off and have a clean 6-foot access to the 72-inch 6-foot diameter north siphon. South siphon is the same thing. Slippery. So it's a nice edge on there. And I wanted to see what this that flange is. The dimension. So it's a 4 3/4 inch. I'd call it 4 3/4. Yeah, it's a 4. What is that steel? Why am I feeling rubber? So it's 5 there. Right?
That's 5.
5 inches there, so it's a 5-inch. It's gapping a little bit on that other one. So it's 4 3/4. So it's not. It's a.
Yeah, it's just how they trim them.
Right.
Call it 5.
Right. 5 to 4 3/4 to 5. It's a variable. Okay. This is the original expansion joint, 72-inch ID. Rated spec on it was 1.56 expansion minus 2.56 contraction, so a total of 4.12 inch total movement from 120 degrees F to minus 30 F. So the face to face on this appears to be 19 inches. That's what it's measuring out here. Project, was it? Did it coat the entire thing, or did it?
It was a spot repair.
Okay.
And they did end up just for a short section of it. They did cover the entire ID of the pipe.
Okay.
Did they do 2 coats or they just go over top?
They just went over the top.
Oh man.
So they didn't prep it or anything, and that's where sheets started to peel off.
Okay.
There was a 2016 project for coating of this north conduit. It didn't apply to the south conduit, but it was a spot repair, spot prep with minor preparation of the surface. It wasn't sandblasted, and then application of a coating. I don't know what the coating was, but it's a rubber type coating, trowel applied. The purpose of this video is a walkthrough and looking at the existing condition of coating on the 72-inch steel for consideration of what to do next. It's been in service over 40 years. Most of this is the original coating, and we have failure in the invert where we're getting down to steel. Doesn't look bad.
The main concern was the invert.
Yeah. Okay, so is this the tan color, the coating, or is that just from flow?
That looks like just water line.
Okay. Okay.
I wanna have my eyes on both seals.
Yeah, that's wise. Seams in the, because I don't really know where we are in terms of bearing. S3, I don't know what that is. Okay. I mean, so generally we're saying it's pretty tight. I mean, you got void spaces, but not heavy peeling, doesn't look like. But you'd blast the whole thing anyways. Slippery.
Kind of take your foot and go across there.
Yes, that's feeling pretty better there.
It's just funny how this is popping. It's different than anywhere else. F1, I don't know what F1 is. Okay, so we got something going on here where it's all peeling off.
This was the previous attempt at a repair
Okay.
without sandblasting.
Oh, this is a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very rubberized material, right? I mean, it looks like sheets of rubber. They didn't apply sheets of rubber, did they?
He said this stuff you almost trowel it on.
Okay. Yeah, it's very rubbery and it's
How long
like,
ago was this?
16?
so 10,
Didn't give us a while.
8 years, yeah. It's just peeling off big time. Just this one spot though, huh? Or this area. We're getting close to the end, you know, the west side. Yeah, okay, so this is the expansion joint.
How far was that material placed on there?
This is like 16 feet, 20 feet, something like that. Just this small section.
Yeah, can you just check that, it's 5 inches still, or 4 3/4 or whatever? And I'm interested in knowing the, yeah, so 5, right? Oh, jeepers, it's variable. And what's the gap today? You know, I mean, like face this, so that's like a 9 1/4, 9 1/8?
Yeah, 9 1/8.
9 1/8.
9 1/2.
Oh, varies. Oh, whoa, yeah.
9 1/2.
9 1/2, it varies, no kidding. I'm surprised.
9 1/4. 9 1/2.
All right,
4.
all right. So it's still a 5 inch or thereabouts.
Some stress on there.
Okay.
A little more stress right in there.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So I wonder if this one, I wonder if there's the way it works, is one gets more work than the other.
Right. It might, you know, it might. So,
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
oh, the
That's
cracking.
That's a lot of stressing.
Okay, sure.
We did not see that on the other one.
Okay, yeah, I didn't remember seeing it. So, well, this is the side that's had flow, right? The other side hasn't really flown.
No, I'm saying the other end of this.
Oh, the other
did not-
end.
I did not see this
Okay.
kind of stress cracking in that.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if just the way the bridge moves, for whatever reason, allows for this one to move more often than the other side.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that reason would be, but
And so this material, I think, we're in steel to the compensation chamber. Oh, this is the west side compensation chamber. It's a 6-foot ID inside diameter with a flange top, 60 bolts holding it in place. This is at the abutment of the bridge. Each compensation chamber is part of the abutment. Flat slab above with a removable slab. I just want to know what this dimension is. What is it? I don't know.
what do you want to go
Approximate center, I guess. The center, to the center of the compensation chamber. I'm trying to find this end. Yeah. And near it.
79?
80 inches, we'll call it 80 inches. That's steel material, I guess. I don't know why I'm interested in that. I don't know why I'm interested in that. Thanks. 80 inches. Center to whatever this is. I don't know if this is the joint between, because this is steel, right? Because that's a weld. That's steel, so this has got to be the transition to concrete right here, I think.
Yeah.
I think that was the
Okay.
ceramic.
This is the ceramic, the green?
Yep, that's the ceramic coating.
Yeah, how do you like this? I mean, what do you think about this stuff?
I like it. I think it's very durable. My question is the expansion and contraction.
Right, and that's what the Sherwin-Williams guy, Emerson, was talking about, expansion, contraction of the ceramic is not like the Polycoat 115.
Yeah.
That has a 30% expansion, contraction.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's better for the bridge. Better for the bridge. So, and the abrasive quality. So how's the abrasive material? You know, is it, I was describing it as moderately abrasive. It's not heavy abrasive, do you think? This material that runs through here, or is it heavy
The
abrasive?
inverts, you're getting all the grit. You're getting sandblasted.
Yeah, invert is heavy abrasive.
Okay. Okay. At the west end of the bridge, after the compensation chamber, about 6.5 feet, there's a joint that had been transitioned from steel to concrete, but it was constructed as steel to steel, but it was plain steel that got
coated with a ceramic coating. I don't know what year. Not too long ago though. It's 40 years of service in this structure, but it's less than that for that ceramic coating. It's bluish green in color. It's coating of steel. So
Be that far side of the expansion joint, so you'd have a raise in there of, I don't know, half an inch or something. The thickness of the material plus the thickness of whatever holder was in there, the snap-in thing, the ring, the retaining ring.
I want to see a detail on the photo, anything they've ever done on something similar.
Right.
Could that be beveled, that edge? The transition?
I've got to see what they've done in the past. I mean, I'm sure it could.
Right.
If you're putting a new expansion joint
at the west end, John, Eric, and myself were discussing options. If you had a cured in place liner, how would it transition at the expansion joint? How would it terminate? It would have to be, it couldn't come past the expansion joint because it couldn't expand any longer, but a snap-in band to retain the cured in place liner. Then you have the thickness of the liner plus the thickness of a band, and a gasket material between the liner and the steel pipe. So that was a discussion here. This begins the walk from the west expansion joint, walking east to the east expansion joint. 677 feet expansion joint to expansion joint. "72-inch ID steel."
pretty good velocity. It's a foot of fall at 700 feet. So this is, yeah, okay, so this is the 80 inches concrete steel. A lot less slippery in the concrete.
Yeah.